Right, so the Legend of Zelda series is one of Nintendo's most successful series, but the latest game in the series, which was Echoes of Wisdom, seemed to have just been forgotten about, which is kind of strange, right? So why is it this game, which is the newest game in the Zelda series, just isn't talked about that much, and why does it seem like it's just disappeared, you know? Let me explain. Right, so I'm going to give you my theory in this video on the reasons I think why this game, isn't as widely regarded as some of the other Zelda games on Switch. Now, I want to also talk about in this video, this is all just speculation, so just take it with a grain of salt. I also want to encourage anyone who's new, make sure you subscribe and like now. Now we're going to get into it. So, Echoes of Wisdom is technically it's not the first Zelda game when you play as Zelda. It is the second, but obviously we don't count the CDI games. So this is the first Nintendo published game where you play as Zelda. Obviously, it's quite a unique concept, and Zelda has obviously her own abilities where she can clone stuff, making which is called echoes, where she can obviously use it as a way to obviously clone stuff and fight and whatnot. So, why is this game only sell 3 million units? Well, 3 million units is still quite good. It is above the 2 million bar that Nintendo says they need to do in order for the game to be profitable to make a sequel to, or for them to have made their investment back on the game. But why is it this game, isn't as widely popular as other Zelda games on the Switch? Well, let me give you my theory. First of all, it came out during quite a cramped holiday month where you had Super Mario Party Jamboree and you had Mario and Luigi Brothership, right? Those two are quite well-known games, obviously, in the Mario series, and Zelda Echoes of Wisdom will come out, I think it was a few weeks before Mario Party Jamboree, and then obviously Mario and Luigi Brothership came out a few weeks after that. Now, I do think that there might have been some people there who maybe didn't want to buy Zelda because they were going to buy the Mario games. I also think that the fact it is one of these smaller, more 2D Zelda games also might have had a bit of an issue on that, because a lot of people probably just play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and then just kind of glossed over Link's Awakening and Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I think that is quite a potential theory as well. Just because people will, if they see Zelda as this big budget adventure franchise with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they might see a smaller game like Echoes of Wisdom as maybe not really worth their time, or because it was part of a different timeline, it wasn't really much purpose for them to actually play it. Which Echoes of Wisdom still is a really good game. I remember picking this up day one. I say day one. I got it a day early because I ordered it from Amazon, and also I bought 2 copies that day because obviously I got one for me and one for my girlfriend at the time. That's just basically how I think this all went down, because I know Zelda is a really popular series. It's one of Nintendo's holy trinity of franchises, But 3 million sales is still quite good, and we also need to factor in the Switch. It came out on the Switch 1, right? The Switch 1 is obviously in 2024. We're starting to reach the end of its lifespan. We all know it's getting phased out this year, with Switch 2 coming out in June. So I also feel another reason why this game probably didn't sell that well was because it was on Switch 1. Now, I know people say, well, the Switch 1 sold 150 million consoles. Yeah, it did. It sold 150 million consoles. But at the time of this come out, people were asking for something new. They were asking for the next generation because they wanted to see a next-gen Switch. And now we're getting a next-gen Switch. I think that could be used as an argument on why a lot of the older, well, I say older, but the games over the last few months or so, last 6 to 8 months for Switch 1 haven't sold as well as they would have if they sold in the early years, because people already know Switch 2 is coming. They already knew there was going to be a follow-up, and hopefully this game obviously gets maybe a tweak and maybe a little boost on Switch 2, frame rate wise and whatever, and the game just runs really good on Switch 2. Now, I know I'm pretty sure this is one of the backwards compatible games as well, so there could be that. It could, maybe it sees a massive uptick on the new Switch, maybe it doesn't, who knows. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Do you think this is any of these reasons I've brought up in this video are the reason why Echoes of Wisdom didn't sell as well as it could have? Let me know what you think. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm literally a few away now, so please help me, guys. I've been EC, and I'm signing out. Peace.